Hi everyone, Kristy Coromandel here. In this video I'm going to show you how to create this You've Been on My Mind greeting card featuring Stampin' Up's Butterfly Gala stamp set and coordinating punch. So let's get started. To start with, you're going to need a piece of balmy blue cardstock that measures 4 inches by 1 inch, and I've got this little solid image of my little butterfly here already mounted to my block, and some balmy blue ink pad. Now you can always use a Versamark ink pad if you don't have a balmy blue. And I'm just going to randomly stamp this onto my little piece of cardstock that I've got here. Then we can set that aside. Next I have a scrap piece here of Whisper White cardstock, and the butterfly image I'm using is this one right here. So I've already got that mounted to my clear block. I'm going to stamp my butterfly using Lemon Lime Twist ink. So ink that up. And I'm going to stamp the center of my butterfly, its body, using Balmy Blue. Next I can cut my butterfly out using my butterfly punch. And I can set that aside. So I have a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock, this really thin piece here. If you have a bigger piece, that's okay, because you can cut your greeting out. And then my greeting is the You've Been on My Mind. And I'm going to ink that up using my Memento black ink. Excellent. This strip, by the way, it was just a scrap piece, but if you're wanting to cut one exactly the same, it is 3/8 of an inch wide. And then I'm just going to trim the edges like right close to my words. Like that, and set that aside. So I have a piece of the Ginger Gala Designer Series paper in the Daffodil Delight colour. And this piece measures 1.5 by 5.5 inches, and I'm using the small pattern. Now I found a border die that's in the Be Mine Stitched framelit dies, and I'm going to stick this just down the bottom, lay it down. I'm going to hold that in place with some washi tape. And then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine, and then we'll be back. So this is what it's looked like after I've die cut that out. So I'm setting that aside. I have another piece of my Ginger Gala Designer Series paper, and I'm going to use the large pattern this time. And from the Be Mine stitched dies, I've got these 2 large dies here, and I'm going to nest them inside each other. Okay, so this one's going to cut my image. This one is going to add a faux stitched look around my die. So once again, I need to place that with some washi tape and run that through my die cutting machine. Then we'll be back. Okay, so I've die cut this using my die cut machine. So let's assemble our card. Now my card base here is a piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock, and I also have a piece of vellum that measures 5.25 inch by 3.5 inches. So I am going to just layer everything where I kind of want it at the moment, because I can't stick my vellum down because it's clear. So I'm just going to lay my pieces down so I can decide where I want everything. Okay, so I'm going to stick this piece down first using my adhesive. So I'm just going to stick it through the middle, because that's what's going to be showing, attaching to my vellum, not the whole lot. Line that up. And I am using the grid lines to help me make that nice and straight. Okay, so I can stick that down. Then I'm going to stick this bit just slightly on top. So I'm going to have half hanging off and half hanging on. So we'll just stick that down. about there. Make sure it's even on both left and right sides, like so. So I can now stick my vellum piece down, and I'm going to apply my adhesive to where I've got that paper on the back. I'm not going to put any adhesive up the top here, because otherwise that's going to show through, and I don't want it showing through on my vellum at all. So I can stick that down. So I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of my love heart, and I'm going to center that in the middle and with equal borders on the top and bottom of my vellum here as well. So next I want to stick my butterfly, and I want to center him, but I need to put my little antennas on, these little things. So I'm just going to lay him there, ink them up, then I can move it away and stamp those on. And then this plate I am going to pop up using some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll just put one in. And then I can stick him up, making sure he's attached to his little antennas there, like so. And then finally my greeting, I'm going to stick on using some liquid adhesive just in the center there, and that's going to layer over the top of the center of my butterfly, like so. And there's our project for today. Thank you for watching.